Knowledge from God. Simplifying Scriptures.
What happens when the rulers of the world believe they can stand against God? Psalm chapter 2 answers that question with a powerful message about rebellion, authority, judgment, and hope. Written thousands of years ago, this royal psalm speaks not only about Israel's king but also points forward to the coming Messiah, a king whose reign will never end. Let's break it down. Verses 1 to 3, humanity's rebellion. The psalm opens with a dramatic scene. The nations rage. Kings and rulers gather together, united in one purpose, to reject God's authority. They don't merely oppose one another, they oppose the Lord himself and his anointed king. They declare, "Let us break their chains and throw off their restraints." To them, God's rule feels restrictive. They want complete independence, believing true freedom comes from living without God's authority. But the psalm immediately reveals the flaw in their thinking. No human rebellion can overthrow the creator of the universe. Verses 4 to 6, God's response. While the earth is in turmoil, heaven is completely calm. God is not frightened. He is not surprised. In fact, the psalm says he laughs, not because rebellion is amusing, but because mankind's attempt to defeat an all-powerful God is utterly futile. Then God speaks with absolute authority. He announces that his chosen king has already been established on Zion, his holy mountain. The decision has already been made. No army, government, or empire can overturn what God has declared. His kingdom is not built by human strength, but by divine authority. Verses 7 to 9, the king's authority. The king now speaks. He reveals God's decree. "You are my son, today I have become your father." These words carried meaning for Israel's kings, but they ultimately point to Yeshua Christ, whom the New Testament identifies as the true fulfillment of this prophecy. God promises him the nations as his inheritance and the ends of the earth as his possession. His rule will extend over every kingdom, and for those who stubbornly refuse his authority, judgment will come. The image of ruling with an iron scepter reminds us that God's justice cannot be resisted forever. Evil may appear strong for a season, but it will not have the final word. Verses 10 to 12, the invitation. Yet Psalm chapter 2 ends not with condemnation, but with mercy. The kings and rulers receive a warning. Be wise. Serve the Lord with reverence. Approach him with humility. Instead of continuing in rebellion, they are invited to honor the Son and receive his grace before judgment arrives. The psalm closes with one of its most beautiful promises. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. That promise extends to every generation. No matter who we are or where we've been, true security isn't found in political power, personal success, or human strength. It is found in trusting the King whom God has established forever.
Choose wisely between the righteous and the wicked. This choice shapes your entire life and dictates your eternal destination. Knowledge from God. Simplifying Scriptures.
Please subscribe, like, and share